the dog. We're here on the day after the Super Bowl. How are you, folks? Welcome to the Josh Potter Show. I appreciate you being here. I'm banged up. I would be anti-American if I wasn't, I feel like, on this day. The day after the Super Bowl. It's the one time I'm like, yeah, you're hungover. Deal with it. I'm not even that hungover. I'm just like run down. I'm like a mess today. Our guest here today, though, Gabby Lamb. I'm so excited she's here. You might have seen her on the road with Felipe Esparza. She's on the road on her own. Tell everybody where they can find you.
You can find me on, well, I'm shadow banned on
Oh,
everything.
no.
But if you type in my full handle, you can find me. GABBYLAMBY.
What'd they do to you to shadow ban? Or what'd you do to get shadow banned?
I posted a meme I reposted a meme a year ago that said, do you guys ever think about running up all your credit cards and then yourself? And they got me on that.
Yeah, they don't like when you say, I mean, I had an episode of this very podcast. It might be too early to discuss this. Might have to delete all this. I'm just kidding. But I had a podcast where we talked about the sarcopod. Do you know what that is?
No.
It's like assisted, you know what? And the whole episode just got taken off of YouTube.
Seriously?
Because we just talked about it. Isn't that crazy?
So you can't even,
Yeah, which is insane.
Okay, so then we have to bleep all of that right away.
What kind of nonsense is that?
It's a lot of nonsense, especially if it's assisted too. You go, come on, if this is legal.
It was a news article. It's in the news. Was the news shadow ban? Do you have to delete the news from YouTube?
You gotta delete the news from YouTube.
What are we doing?
Down with the media.
Remember when it was just like you couldn't say or whatever the hell? Now
they want you to say it.
Yeah.
And you used to not be able to say the F-T, and now.
Oh wait, that's like back in the lexicon now?
In a way.
We can say that now?
They kind of they're like not banning it anymore.
Interesting.
I think you can kind of get a ding for like hate speech for a day. But I just saw a thing. I just got an alert that was like, Google Calendar removes Pride Month, Black History Month, and another month, probably Women's Month.
Oh, they took all those off
the calendar.
Hilarious. I thought when I saw that on Google Calendar, I'm like, I put these in here. How drunk did I get where I put Black History Month?
Was I drunk? Yeah.
I'm drunk putting in woke holidays in my Google Calendar.
Women's Month, Pride Month. He said, you know what? I got to give this.
I thought I was just really on one or something.
And that's really cool of you. If you were, wow, tapped in.
He
cares. Josh Potter, he cares.
I care a lot. But yeah, no, you're shadow banned. So you have to deliberately find her.
You have to deliberately find me. You have to type in my full name. It's annoying.
Go do it. Gabby's hilarious. And I know I mentioned it last week. Our producer, Alex, last show, he's moving on. He got an acting gig. We're allowed to talk about what's going on with you?
Yeah, dude. All good.
So he's acting in Shakespeare or something, right?
Yeah. I'm doing the Oregon Shakespeare Festival up in Ashland, Oregon this next year.
Oh my God.
What's your role?
I'm in the show As You Like It.
Do you play a girl?
I don't. I play the guy that falls in love with a girl who's pretending to be a boy.
Whoa.
So progressive.
Yeah, very.
Yeah, but in Shakespeare, all the girls are played by boys, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So not this one. I think I don't know. Haven't met anybody else, but I think it will be a woman. We'll see.
So it's a woman. The character is a woman who is pretending to be a man.
Yeah.
And
you're a man who's in love with the man.
No, so
should the actor be a guy?
So it is the kind of thing where like I fall in love with her at the beginning when she's a woman, and then she like pretends to be a guy and dresses up as a dude, and then just becomes like my friend.
What the hell Shakespeare is this? I never heard of
She's her
this.
own wingman essentially. It's called As You Like It.
Look at that.
As You Like It.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
That is cool. Well, congratulations, and I know that you have experience with our guy who's taken over here, Lee. You got any Lee advice?
Hey, Lee.
Hey.
Lee is my ex-podcast producer.
Yes.
I have a lot of advice.
Okay.
Number one, don't be alone with him.
All right, noted.
So that's really it. If you stay clear of that, the rest of the stuff you don't have to worry about.
All right.
So
don't worry, I won't.
Hope that helps.
I can guarantee I won't be.
Try to keep your hands off him, Josh.
All right. Well, easier than I thought it was going to be, this transition. But wanted to make it known for the folk out there. Now, what did you do for the Super Bowl? Did you do anything?
That was yesterday?
You don't strike me as a Super Bowl girly.
No, that's so wow. Can't believe you don't think I'm a Super Bowl girly.
Well,
no.
I mean, you might be, but
No, I'm absolutely
I think you're
not.
like too cool for the Super Bowl.
I just don't get. The thing is like, what do I care?
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people like that this year. I had friends who often enjoy the Super Bowl boycott it yesterday.
Why?
Exactly. I consider them the queef of the week.
For the people,
Queef of the week.
for the people that love the Super Bowl, boycotting it is interesting.
It was very odd to me that they were doing it. It was because of Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs and the refs and everything else. And they're like, I'm not even going to watch it. But that is the lamest. It is, and you might as well be on the watch list of terror. If you like football and you didn't watch the Super Bowl because you're like, it's rigged or whatever. I mean, that's ridiculous.
It's just, and I know, I don't know anything about sports. I don't care. It's too boring. I could fall asleep even thinking about it.
Oh, we might get you to go to bed then. Here.
Oh, you're getting me asleep in 1 second. But guys love sports. Guys love watching guys tackle guys.
Oh, I love it. Gets me hard.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
It is the gayest thing ever, and I don't care.
Oh, it's so gay.
I love how gay it is.
It's like the gayest thing.
I love it.
And good. And this is why they shouldn't cancel Pride Month, which, go back to Google Calendars.
Now I got to really put it in there.
You really got to put it in there, yeah.
Yeah. And this is what? Pride Month is what month?
June.
Oh.
I believe.
All right. Well,
yeah.
I would have known that if it was in my calendar. So.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into some sports stuff since you're so excited.
Let's do it. No, I didn't do anything.
Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-doo.
I drank for like 12 hours yesterday.
Good for you.
I'm sorry. I'm worse for wear.
No, it's okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's hair of the dog, right? That's what they call it. Yeah. Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah, no, I gambled.
Where'd you go?
I gambled on my phone.
Oh, you went like at a
on
casino.
the football game.
Okay.
Yeah, we can bet on sports.
Right, that's so true.
In this country.
Yeah, we can.
So I made a lot of bets.
Did you win?
They
or
were pretty
lose?
crazy to a layman term. Like people that were at the party were like concerned for me about my bets.
Why? Like why were you bidding so high?
I bet on the national anthem length and then the coin toss, which like happens within 5 minutes of each other. So people are like, "What the dude? The game hasn't even started. And you have how many bets in action already?" I'm like, "Well, 3, 4, 5."
Hold on. They do a coin toss?
Yeah, that's
for
literally,
what?
it's hilarious because, like, when you bet on the coin toss, it's electric. And when you really boil it down, it's just a coin. You're literally betting on a flip of a coin.
But what are you tossing for? Just to heads or tails?
Well, the game, they have a coin toss at the beginning of every football game. There's a coin toss to decide who gets the ball first.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And
okay.
I bet on that. Tails never fails. And I got that one. So I thought, I'm off to a hot start.
Yeah.
John Baptiste, or whatever the hell his name is, he did the anthem.
Is that a sports guy? Who is that?
No, he's a singer guy. That's why I don't know who the hell. He's apparently from New Orleans. He's the like guy that does Colbert.
Huh.
Which who the hell? That's why I was like, that's the most famous dude from New Orleans that could sing.
He's like sings on Colbert. What does he do on Colbert?
He's the band guy, right?
Yeah, he was Colbert's band leader. He also has like hella Grammys and is like a jazz and like pianist. Does a bunch of
all
cool
right.
music
Relax
shit.
there. I'm Mr. Culture. I have no idea who this guy is.
If there's one thing I don't know anything about, it's music and sports. So really, we are
out of your realm.
Yeah,
I don't know who this guy is at all. He won Grammys for jazz and stuff.
Yeah, he had a movie this past year too.
I just thought he was like the dude from, remember like Jay Leno's guy, Kevin, that would just be like, ha ha, Jay. That's what I thought this guy was.
So he's not even doing that for Colbert anymore.
Yeah,
oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
he went on to. He was like too busy with music stuff, and I think he's like producing his own films and his acting.
Good
now.
for him.
Can you Google for me famous New Orleans musicians? Because it was in New Orleans, the Super Bowl, so that's why they had him.
Yeah, who was the Louis Armstrong?
Well, he's dead. I'm saying like they could have got a hologram of Louis Armstrong. Being
Yeah,
like,
they did it for Tupac.
Oh, see, can you see? That's pretty good.
That's the only one that I knew.
What does it say? Read these for me. They're one of you.
Louis Armstrong.
Give me some. Obviously he's dead. We already covered that.
Lil Wayne is a big
Oh
one.
yeah, Lil Wayne. That's the only one that I know.
Harry Connick Jr.
No.
I don't know any of these other people.
Harry
The
Connick
Neville
Jr.
brothers.
would have been a good one to dig out.
Yeah.
Oh, Louis Prima. All these people are from like the 1700s, though.
Fats Domino. That's a great
Fats
name.
Domino.
What a name.
Yeah, they could have did a like a fucking.
This is a big one. Preservation Hall Jazz Band is a big one.
What the fuck is that, Lee?
I don't know. I've seen them.
That's
I've
a
seen
big
them few
one to you?
times. I've seen them.
That's the one you pull. You go, oh, this one, guys. You know this one.
It's fucking New Orleans.
Everybody knows.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, there's preservation band.
You guys are telling me preservation.
What the fuck are you talking about, Lee? Well, they had Kendrick Lamar do the halftime show, which he is not from New Orleans, but it was like, let's just say my grandfather would have hated this halftime show.
Now, everybody was saying it was a snooze fest.
He didn't play the hits, but then I was like reading from other people. I thought, and maybe this is like I said, my grandpa would have hated that. I thought it was fine, but people are like saying how it's like so culturally important and everything like that. I'm like, because he called Drake a. Is that what? Like, what is that? What, do we need that? I mean, my niece and nephew are someplace watching this game, and they're like, blah blah blah, or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A minor. I'm like, I don't know. I don't like that.
Yeah. What, was that the only song that he sang?
No, I didn't know the other ones. There was a couple ones that I kind of picked up little pieces of, but he didn't play the hits necessarily. And last year was Usher. That was just super fun.
He was Usher last year.
Yeah, Usher's was. I mean, it had. We had a Comedy Store party here, and last year during the halftime show, all the girls were like, it felt like I was at the concert. The lights went down and they're all like cheering and dancing and singing. And this year I was waiting for it. I'm like, oh, Kendrick Lamar, it's going to be like that again. People are going to be losing it. And the crowd just wasn't into it this year.
You know, he's kind of a low energy guy too.
Yes.
You know, he's not coming out like, whoa.
Right. It didn't have people like on their feet. It had more people going like,
Yeah.
a real think piece.
Real think piece.
And I lost money on that one because I had the hits played because I picked the order of the songs, the bets. These are just some of the bets I also had trillions of bets on the game. Let's just say I put like $300 total into play, and then I won $327. So I came out of it with
$27 on top.
Yeah.
Big money.
I mean,
guy.
it was worth the fun and the action. It's like Christmas for me, really. That's why I said I can sit here today and be hungover and not be mad at myself. Sometimes I come in here hungover, I'll tell you, Gabby, and I go, "What are you doing, Josh?"
Yeah.
You know?
Well, yesterday was deserved. It was
Exactly.
earned and deserved.
Earned and deserved. I can't. So, what did you do? Yes. What do people who don't watch the Super Bowl even know it exists?
I cleaned my house. I cleaned. What did I fucking do? I cleaned. Yeah, I cleaned.
I mean, hey, if you didn't go outside, I guess you would have the Super Bowl's on or whatever.
Yeah, no. And then I went to the Glendale Galleria, got a pair of pants.
And were you like, it is oddly dead here?
You know, no, didn't notice, but I did go to the gym. I did go to the gym last night. Nobody was there.
Right.
And I was like, well, this is probably because the Super Bowl.
And then you realize the Super Bowl was on.
And that's when I realized it was on.
That'd be funny if you
Right.
were just like, why is there no one around? Oh,
On
it's
a
Christmas
Sunday
Day.
night?
Yeah.
Where is everyone? Yeah, no, it was that was the day.
Today's Josh Potter Show is brought to us by Home Chef. Oh, my Lord. Sometimes it's easy to spend just as much time deciding what you're going to make for dinner as deciding what to stream. Oh, my God. I sit there streaming. I'm like, oh, God. And then before you know it, the night's over. I haven't watched anything, and I'm eating ramen noodles. It's crazy. It might be time to streamline dinner time with Home Chef. That's my favorite part about it. It's all just like bing, bang, boom, right there. I mean, I just recently tried the classic chicken parm with zucchini. When am I making zucchini on my own? Never. It's unbelievable. I don't even know where to find a zucchini, to be quite honest with you. Chicken tiki marsala, I had that, and I'll tell you what, I don't even know what goes in that, but I enjoyed it. I'm not making that on my own, not without Home Chef. Boy, oh boy. And users of the leading meal kits have rated Home Chef #1 in quality, convenience, value, taste, and recipe ease. And for a limited time, Home Chef is offering the Roaches here 18 free meals plus free dessert for life, and of course, free shipping on your first box. Go to homechef.com/Potter. That's homechef.com/Potter. And you're going to get 18 free meals and free dessert for life. Did you hear that? Homechef.com/Potter. Must be an active subscriber to receive free dessert. So another year of football's in the books. You don't have to worry about, we have another.
Yeah.
We have to wait till September, or like August, I guess, till it really starts kicking up
What
again.
am I going to do?
I don't know. I don't know how you get through the months as it is. This is crazy. I mean,
Yes.
I'm fucked. I'm going to be I guess their spring training baseball will start, and that'll get me preoccupied. But here's something we don't have to look forward to happening for a very long time. This is local news, people. When it gets to be Super Bowl time in a local market, this is Philadelphia, obviously.
Okay.
I actually fear this because I'm from being from Buffalo and being a Bills fan. This year, the Bills almost got to the Super Bowl. We came very close, one game shy. And I fear once we do go to the Super Bowl, I'm going to see these things and I'm going to be embarrassed for my own hometown.
Like how they're representing you guys.
Yeah, I don't want to see something like this. Watch this Eagles. There's two old journalists in Eagles costumes.
Oh, they're Eagles, not
chickens. It looks like a chicken, though. You're very right.
They do look like chickens.
And they're down in New Orleans. Let's watch it.
I'm going to put this mic down so I can feed you properly.
Already
why
know.
don't we feed you some of these Kansas City Chiefs beignets?
Beignets. Can you pause this? What is a beignet?
It's so good, dude. You never had a beignet?
I don't think so.
Yeah, they're like little fried donut things with sugar on top.
That's why I'm not a sweets guy. I don't like donuts. But I've had a coquette. I feel like that's New Orleans, right?
You know what? I
Isn't
don't
that
know.
like
I think it's more just French in general.
Isn't that an egg that's like cooked like that?
Is that?
The croquettes, there's like fried breaded.
What did I call it? A coquette.
Coquette.
Yeah.
That's like a slut, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's like old school flirty.
Yeah. Hey, what'd you just call me?
I said, look at that coquette over there. Is it more of a verb than a thing?
Like
Such a good question.
coquette-ish is like a description of people. I feel like coquette is the name.
Isn't that a style too? It's like women dressing kind of as little girls, like little French girls.
I haven't heard it, but I
an
believe
Of Montreal song. Coquette. Coquette, coquette, you know I won't. You know Of Montreal, right? Okay. Anyway. I feel like Lee. I'm like, yeah, you're right up there with the Preservation Jazz. So let's watch these idiots.
So she's like, I'm going to feed you guys. And this is the best
this is because they're in New Orleans. They're like, oh my God, the Eagles are in the Super Bowl.
Wait, is this woman black too?
She is. She sure is.
This is interesting. Okay,
Thank you for telling the listeners at home who aren't watching. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so there are these two white men dressed as chickens, and then this black
you're
woman
right.
is
Oddly
feeding them.
empowering all of a sudden. All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Just not white. Yeah. You can get it red in honor of the Chiefs, and then also green for Eagles. We're going to eat the Chiefs.
As Eagles, we must consume the Chiefs.
Just like an eagle.
And we're very hungry. Yeah, let's actually straddle me if you can. Thank you.
Good Lord.
So,
Josh, what are you doing to me right
I was not
now?
involved in the planning of this.
Okay,
This woman doesn't even want to be involved, and she's like,
can you hold it like
she's going to feed them like
this
baby
is how
birds.
birds eat, right?
There, you like that.
That's not how birds eat.
No, it sure is not.
For those of you listening at home,
It's how birds
Eat the
feed their
cheese.
babies.
they are Lady and the Tramping this vignette now, these two seasoned journalists. And why are they they're doing it like they're little birds, like pecking at it.
Yeah.
That tastes like Mahomes.
Ew. Oh, now they're French. They're French kissing. Oh my God.
No, dude. He's dropping it into his mouth.
Oh, they're baby birding.
No.
They're baby birding the vignette.
They wanted to get a laugh so bad out of her, and she just said, I'm not doing this.
We are newscasters. And then they're like, and after they like chuckle it up, they're like, all right, next up, first at 5, we have a house fire, killed 10.
And again, it's so gay. It's just.
They really were like kissing at one point.
They were, and he said, come on, straddle me, gets on his lap, spits a beignet into his mouth, and then you're going to tell me men aren't inherently.
No, of course. These guys were gay joke.
They were going for it.
They were like, wow, like, and then the baby birding of each other.
Yeah, right, yeah.
These are old newsmen.
These are men, yeah, these are older
men that wear suits.
Yes.
That have covered like the Kennedy assassin. I don't know what they thought. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I want to see these two on 9/11 doing what they do. They're like, all right, they're wearing the costume still.
9/11, like the day that the Twin
Yeah, I want to
Towers
see them
were-
report on, ladies and gentlemen, we have tragic news out of New York City. A plane has hit the World Trade Center. And then they're like, all right, and now I'm going to suck my co-anchor's penis.
It's for a bit. It's for the bit.
And LOL. I do have a...
Hey, tastes just like Mahoney's. What's his name?
He said Mahomes. He did say that, yeah.
Tastes like Mahomes.
What does that mean?
You know what it means.
His cum, specifically. Now, does this next story have a video that goes with it? Because this is about a news anchor that dies. This is crazy. This is like...
When was this?
This was I think in New Orleans.
The other day.
Yeah, in New Orleans.
2 days ago. Okay.
Let's watch.
8:32 now. We want to get to some breaking news just into our newsroom. Kenner police have made an arrest in the investigation in the death we've been telling you about of that Kansas City reporter who was in town reporting on the Super Bowl.
Yeah, big development here. That reporter found dead earlier this week at a hotel in Kenner. But minutes ago, Kenner police tell us that they arrested this woman, Danette Colbert, on fraud and theft charges. Police tell us that Colbert was using a credit card that belonged to Adon Manzano. Manzano was found dead Wednesday evening by staff at the hotel. The Jefferson Parish
Can you
Coroner's
pause over a
Office.
second?
Wait,
This guy worked for Telemundo, Kansas City? That's a thing? Why do they have Telemundo in Kansas City?
For the two Mexicans.
Yeah, it's so wild. I don't even think they have one here in L.A., and it's fucking...
Wait, so that guy was found dead?
Yes, on Wednesday.
And the woman...
And she got caught because she was using his credit card.
So we think there was some foul play.
I think what happens, folks, is many people ascend upon a Super Bowl city. And you know who else does? All of the hookers in the country.
Right.
Prostitution becomes crazy during Super Bowl week. It's tale as old as time. And...
I didn't know this, but it makes a lot of sense.
Yes, no, it's a well-documented yearly thing that the hookers of... I mean, last year it was in Vegas. They didn't have to travel. They loved it. It was like a home game for them. But
Yeah, they got to go home and go to bed right after whatever.
But they will... The legions of hookers ascend upon the Super Bowl city because, you know, people who are going to the game, the players perhaps, I mean, all the different myriad of men that are watching this are there for it. Reporters, low-level Telemundo reporters, like Adon Manzano.
That was the only reporter that they had. Who are they going to get in there?
The whole bureau's fucked now. The whole Kansas City Telemundo bureau is
They have no
up in
representative.
smoke.
Yeah,
that's wild. They got there's an opening, a job opening out there. So let's see this guy. He's covering the Super Bowl literally that day, and then he's probably like, I'm going to get a hooker, and he saw a lady, and
so this is him.
Yes.
Oh, this is so sad.
Told us that tests are underway to determine his cause of death, but investigators do say that there were no signs or obvious signs of trauma when they found his body. Police say Colbert was seen on hotel security video with Manzano Wednesday morning and then again leaving the room alone later that morning. Police say right now Colbert is only being charged with property crimes and not for Manzano's death. That is a major development here, so stay with us, WWLTV.com. We will bring you the very latest.
Why is this like a news place in New Orleans? Because why are they so concerned about it? They're like, we have been all over this Telemundo reporter murder or suspected murder.
Yes, this is local.
Local to New Orleans.
Yes.
Okay, that's why. So it is like, it pertains to them. I thought it was just some random television station like, we are going to be on this very niche murder.
Yeah, it's WWL Louisiana.
So he was there reporting on the game.
Yep.
Hires this woman.
Maybe. I mean, that's what I gleaned from this story, but they could have just met out too. You know, there's people, you go out. I mean, New Orleans
they went back to her. They went back to his hotel room. Okay.
Yes. And then she left alone and he never left again.
But no trauma, no any kind of
so it
force.
could be like a poison situation.
But come on, if you're gonna do that, to use his car, it's like, girl, come on, let's.
Yeah, maybe she was like, no, maybe she didn't even kill him at all. Maybe he like overdosed on drugs and she was like, shopping spree.
Or maybe he was like, hey,
go out and have
get
fun,
a coffee.
babe. Yeah.
I'm gonna stay, and he did some fentanyl. Who knows?
Yes. That's
now
what I'm
we're
saying.
cooking.
We could eat. I mean, it could. These are all things. This is why I should have been an investigator.
Yeah, you should have worked for the FBI.
Yes, that's all I do on this podcast is just speculate like crazy.
Yeah,
of all of them. So yeah, we'll keep our eye on it.
We'll keep our eye on it
here on the Josh Potter Show. We'll keep our eye on this murder too. But yeah, Telemundo, Kansas City. If you're looking for a job opening, well, you got one. Oh my God!
I can't imagine it's very competitive. So you're.
But that's all. You made it through the sports and you're still awake.
Oh, I did. Wow.
Yeah, look at you.
Look at me.
Congratulations.
I'm low energy today too.
That's okay. That's a low energy show.
I'm recently.
We like it.
Didn't take my meds today. It's like, what are you gonna do?
What kind of meds?
ADHD.
What does that do when you don't do it? It lowers you?
Lowers me a little bit. Yeah, it keeps me like kind of.
Yeah. What When you drink coffee, do you fall asleep?
A little bit. It doesn't really do much. And I tried to bound down here with
I've saved this
with
for
a Red Bull. You really did. That's not for you?
No, it's for you.
Take
it. Come get
You're too good to me.
No, because people tell me all the time,
to me.
coffee makes me like sleepy, and people are like, you have ADHD, and I'm like, I'm never gonna find out.
Yeah. You're missing out on some good meds, I'll tell you that.
I have no meds. I wish I had meds. I used to take Xanax, but that was self-prescribed, and then I gave that up a couple of years ago, but who knows. Today's Josh Potter Show is brought to us by Lucy. Lucy Breakers are nicotine pouches with a little extra surprise. Each pouch has this little capsule. Oh my goodness. You break it open, and it releases extra flavor and hydration. I love all the flavors. They sent me a grit, Lucy, and I've been ripping down through them. The one I gave away, I tried it, and I wish I didn't give it away, is the espresso. Gave it to the bartender, Vinny, here, because he hooks me up, I hook him up. That's how it goes, baby. Set yourself up with a subscription and have Lucy delivered straight to your door right now. You don't even have to go to the gas station. You don't have to go to the convenience store. They call it convenience store. It's not convenient. This is convenient. Setting yourself up with a subscription to Lucy? Come on. So what I enjoy, like I said, the espresso. I wish I had that one back. I'm going to have to get Lucy to send me off another one of those. Boy, oh boy. And I mean, I'm doing it before I go on stage. I'm doing it while I go on stage. I'm doing it after I get off. This is the best stuff, dude. Level up your nicotine routine with Lucy. Go to lucy.co/Potter and use promo code Potter to get 20% off your first order. Lucy has a 30-day refund policy if you change your mind. Again, that's lucy.co. Use code Potter to get 20% off. And here comes the old fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. But you made it through the sports. Now it's time to get into the serious news.
Okay, let's go. Man's peanut. Okay.
Yeah, it's a spoiler.
Yeah. Woo, woo, woo.
I don't like this headline either. This is a serious situation. This man had his penis frozen to a sidewalk like it's fucking Christmas Story.
Now, are these real?
This is real. This is TMZ. This is a reputable.
You're right.
I mean, it doesn't get more reputable than that.
This weenie's not getting roasted.
Matt Spracklin sent this in, JoshPotterShow@gmail.com, by the way. And he also, Matt Spracklin, not only did he find the story, do we want to watch the story before we read the other part? Okay, let's watch it. Is there a watch, or is it just pictures?
This man's penis is stuck to an ice.
Oh, I'm glad they put that in there. It is like the Christmas Story. I'm stuck. Remember that part when he squeals like such a little bitch?
Yeah, he does.
He's crying. He's like, stuck. Remember that? And then like, it's just weird, like, after the fact when the teacher, I mean, they all go inside and the teacher's like, where's Flick? And then he's outside and she has to go get him.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Before we get started,
yes.
Whose computer is this?
That's Lee's computer.
Yeah, it's.
So it's interesting because you're getting some curious ads.
For what?
You know, dating sites, and I keep seeing pictures of women. You scroll down a little bit.
I don't notice. That's a real girl thing to know.
Scroll down a little bit. Oh, bikini,
is that targeted?
Bikini Babe.
Yeah, this is
Guess
TMZ.
who?
This is TMZ.
Yeah, that's on TMZ.
In Lee's defense, it's the Comedy Store Wi-Fi. Like it's he's getting all of the algorithm.
You guys could try and defend him all you want, but I know what's going on over here.
I'm always curious though, is that targeted? These ads are all targeted?
This
For
is my
Lee?
work profile,
Yes.
all right? I do.
So what are you looking at on the job,
So
Lee?
what would yours say?
Oh, the same thing. That's how I know. That's how I know.
I don't think I have a video for this. I think this is read through.
Okay.
That's okay. We have images though, and evidently, yes. I mean, this. I always thought the ice thing. I wish I was more. I had more forethought, and I didn't plan the show simply hours before I come in and do it, because I would have done an experiment here today, where I would have taken a poll and attached not my penis but my tongue to it. I think it's all horseshit. How do you not get your tongue off something? I mean, I'm sure I understand, but it has to be very cold, I'd imagine.
You mean, okay.
I feel like I've licked polls out of like going like, this is bullshit, doing my own Mythbusters.
Right.
And it's never happened for me. And I'm from the cold. I love it.
Okay, so you must have a really dry tongue.
I guess, or I would make it. I would be like, but you have to, like, it has to freeze instantly.
I've gotten my tongue stuck.
Like
to,
stuck where you literally like have to call the fire department.
Well, no, but like on an ice cube where I'm like, let me do my own testing.
Oh, sure. I've had that, but it's like you feel it. It's almost like it's like sticking gum on a carpet or something. You're like, you can like hear it like peel off. I've heard that.
It is disgusting, and it is disgusting when you feel it peel.
Yes, I don't like that.
So
but I've never had it like where I go like, oh my God, this is going to rip my tongue out of my face.
Because eventually, in a couple of seconds, it just melts.
You would think. That's what I mean. But
Right.
I mean, is that Christmas Story thing just like hyperbolized for comedic effect? Or
I would assume.
It's global warming. It's getting too warm.
That could be too.
That's, wow, so it's political.
Interesting.
I get it. Okay.
Well, this man somehow, I don't know if he's just got jizz leaking down the head of his penis or something. He gets stuck on the ground, this guy. I mean, how does he get his penis stuck? He's like a dog.
Well, my question is this. So this man's penis is stuck to the ice floor. What was he doing with his penis out on the ice floor?
Well, according to the guy who sent this in, Matt Spracklin, JoshPotterShow@gmail.com, he actually found this guy on Facebook, and the guy made a Facebook status about it. Post. He says, well, looks like I'm famous here again, LOL. Man, I don't know how I get myself in these fucked up situations. Guess that's what I get for being a drunk lunatic at the bar. Still don't understand why it was necessary to rip my drawers clean off while I'm being arrested with 3 cops. And so he's making it like a George Floyd situation.
Right, yeah.
I'm being arrested with 3 cops and 2 security dicks on me, but that's okay. Also, I don't have no fucking hog or nothing, but these folks making vids and shit about my tiny wiener, LOL. You try. So this guy, the cops abused him, and the internet is dragging him for his tiny penis. I mean, this is a nightmare.
Hey, this is honestly worse than
than the last guy?
Than what you just mentioned.
Oh.
Yeah. This is worse.
He says, people are making vids about my tiny wiener, LOL. You
How did you fucking end up on the ground?
You try having a dick and getting her frozen fucking solid to the ground and see how small that shit gets. That's true. I like that point. Fucking back and ass covered in frostbite, jaw all fucked from these guys kneeling on my face. They're still kneeling, these cops? I thought we got rid of the kneels. Trump's back in office and they're kneeling again?
Yeah.
The athletes can't kneel, the cops can. Gone are the days a feller can get his wiener frozen fucking solid to the ground without it going viral.
I'm sorry.
Is that all it takes? I gotta just get my dick stuck to the ground and I'm selling theaters?
Yeah, dude. And honestly, it's not a bad idea.
You convinced me.
And not a bad idea. Like he said also in the beginning, it happened again. What was the first thing that happened?
Well, yeah, no, he didn't. He just said, well, it happened again. I'm famous, LOL. Always getting my drunk ass in super trouble all the time.
I don't want to ever run into this guy anywhere.
Never, me neither. I drink
sober
all of the
or
time.
drunk.
I've never been such an embarrassment to humanity.
No, and that's right. That's right. I mean, I have gotten blackout and never once did I take out my long labia and place them on the ice and say, let's see what happens.
I can see a pussy getting stuck to ice. More than a penis.
Now, how's that?
Because it's, genuinely wetter. It's like part of the...
Do you think you pull out your pussy and it's just... You think that women are walking around with just sopping pussies?
No, that's not... I get why you say that. I'm just saying it's... I wish. No, I get your point there. I'm saying though, is a pussy not more oft wet than a penis?
It makes more sense to me that a penis would stick to an ice ground.
But why is the penis wet?
It just, I think that it just gets cold and then sticks.
You don't think moisture has to be involved at all? Sweat, perhaps, I guess, but I thought moisture had to be involved.
He could have peed himself when he was arrested.
That's so true. You know what? You're asking a good question, and I am not a scientist, so I couldn't.
Well, I wasn't even asking. I was just making the point that I thought, though pussy's not wet constantly, I get that, unless they're around this guy. I understand that part of it.
Right.
I'm just saying, I would assume
a pussy would
it would make more. If you told me that, I go, oh, well, yeah, because it's wet.
But then also, let's think about this anatomically, right? To get a penis stuck to the ground, pretty easy, right? You lay on the ground with your penis out. Now, a pussy, you really have to do some.
No, it'd have to be like a curb or something.
Yeah, and you'd have to do like the splits or something. Because if I lay flat on the ground, it's my pubis bone.
Of course.
You know?
Is that true? I was like, is that where the pussy is? Okay.
Yeah.
We got to read the end of this guy's fucking thing, though. He says, anyways, glad I can be some entertainment and back to making headlines. Haha. He does one of these.
Okay.
Shaka thing. Gonna go crawl into a hole and cry myself to sleep. Now, P.S. Sorry, Mom.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, we don't have any context.
The writing in this article is pretty wild, too. It's like we blurred the photos, but trust us, this gentleman's privates are clearly stretched before snapping right back to the ice.
Well, then, so who's calling his dick small? You can't even see it. There's no video. I think this guy's got a big dick if it's getting stretched out like that.
I'm at a loss for words.
Yeah, that's my favorite kind of reaction to everything.
It's just...
Great job, Matt Spracklin. Good find. This guy's name, he just is, I don't know if we should, I mean, we put his fucking post up there. Does it say his name in the article?
Yeah, it does. Or
Okay.
it says it on his Facebook.
No, yeah, that's why I was like, should we blur it? But I don't care.
I mean, it's already like he put his penis is like stuck to the ice. It's like, what's a name?
He's posting it. He loves the, I mean, I'm helping him go even more viral. Here you go, Blake.
He's going to be selling, dude, and he is going to be selling out theaters.
Him and the Hawk Tua, he's going to have his own coin.
She'll be the opener, or he'll be the,
It'll be great. I get to see all my, the people that I look up to in this business suck their dicks.
Yeah.
Act like they've been there for years.
Yeah.
We got another news, babe, though. This one was sent in from Patrick K. I love the news ladies. This one, though, I don't like what occurs here. She's getting bothered by traffic. She doesn't have to be doing this sort of spot watching.
She looks very young.
She's
on
old enough
Brown
to have a job.
WBRC Team 2 traffic. While they were removing 3, 2, 2020. Oh my God! Well, DOT.
That is so funny.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't even think those people were ogling her for being very attractive and honking at her. I think idiots, mouth breathers, see a news camera and they're like, oh, I'm going to be on the news. Like, they're going to keep that. They're going to keep that on the air. They're on the air right now.
But you know what? We didn't see what her butt looks like. We can't
No,
see
I
it.
mean, I could just glean the fact that it's probably pretty good.
Why? Because she has fat tits, Josh?
I mean, she looks like she has a sweet little body there.
Sweet little body.
I don't like that they were bothering her at work, though.
And you know what? That's so feminist of you.
Exactly. No, don't you dare honk
at your queen.
At my queen. She's trying to do her professional job. I'm assuming, report on construction that is being delayed. Maybe that's true, too. I mean, we could have had construction workers out there, and it could have got real bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's this person's name?
The woman?
Yeah, what's it say up there?
Are you going to see if she has an OnlyFans?
Yeah.
It doesn't say her name.
I've made a list.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
A list of what?
Of my favorite news women. All the professionals in the world. All right, this one I don't think has a video. Comes out of 6ABC. And this one.
I think I do.
Oh, I would love to watch this one. It's about a teacher getting arrested. Do you have any, before we listen to this tale, any teachers bother you over the years?
No, I was not a hot student.
Oh, really?
No.
Okay.
No, I was not. I was so not a hot student. Not fuckable at all.
I was curious. I mean, does that stop them? They're like, ooh, that one I could get even easier.
Interesting. I don't think that I had the kind of, like...
You weren't putting off, like, horny vibes?
I wasn't putting off horny vibes or, like, and I hate to say it, like, abused vibes. I think that there's two of those.
Noted.
So I was neither. I was very neutral. Flat-chested, short hair. They just didn't... I had nothing to give them.
Well, education is falling by the wayside, funding and all of that, and they're getting real idiots to do the job now of teacher. And these people are also mentally stunted, I think.
Yeah. So you think that it's fair now?
I don't think it's... That's not where I was going with it. I think it's just happening more often.
Right, because the teachers...
Because the teachers are dum-dums.
The teachers are also 16 at heart, even though they're 47.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're
so technically it is legal.
They're simpletons. You think that's how it works? I don't know. Can you be mentally the same age?
Oh, yeah.
No, but that's whatever. I feel like I'm 16.
Yeah.
So,
most men I've dated are 16 at heart.
well, sure. I mean, hand to God, I'm like about to be 40 in a year, and I'm like, I don't feel like I'm 40. I feel like I'm fucking
16.
Whatever retarded age is. I have not gone anywhere further.
No, I feel the same way.
Eric, Walter, and Lucas from Colorado sent this same article in, so I had to get to it. Let's watch this video.
That.
She was trusted by the school district and by parents, but tonight a 5th grade teacher in Cape May Courthouse is accused of having a sexual relationship with one of her students. Detectives say the abuse started when the child was 11 and lasted for years, and that the two share a child. Wednesday night, I'm Shari Williams. Rick has the night off. The big story on Action News tonight is a South Jersey teacher behind bars accused of sexually assaulting a young boy and having a child with him.
Yeah, we heard
Action News reporter Leland Pender has the story from Cape May County, and detectives say the investigation is far from over.
Pause it. I thought she was going to be like, and detectives say the investigation is spicy. She was like reading that like hot.
Yeah, she was. There was a little flair to it.
There's a scandal in the school. That was weird.
Interesting to see a woman. It is always interesting when it's a woman teacher.
That I've documented many because, like I said, this is my point. Like these women, these people, that woman, you saw her face. I mean, she's like, but I'm 11. You know what I mean?
Yes,
she's
right.
just like not all there.
It's funny because I have so much empathy for the women that do it. I'm like, well, obviously she was abused like in her childhood. And then when men do it, I'm like, yeah, no, I get it. I mean, it makes sense. And death to them.
Death to them.
Death to them.
Listen to, also, we're about to see a man who is doing a woman's job, and I don't like that either.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Coming up here. He should be in the studio, not investigating this crime.
Right.
Go ahead.
Right.
Middle Township Police and the Cape May County Prosecutor's Office both investigating here. Prosecutors say these alleged crimes occurred between 2016 and 2020, but the arrest just coming Wednesday. They're now asking anyone that might have even more information to please come forward.
Can you pause for a second? This guy's gay, so he's allowed to do it.
I mean, they have a kid?
They have a kid. Yeah, how does it go so far where like then she has this, by the way, I don't even know if I was jizzing it. 12.
Like when did he?
It must have been later, right? I mean, she said from 2016 to 2020, so must have been like. Imagine like you're fucking someone regularly, and you're like, I can never get pregnant. This is a fucking kid, and then all of a sudden it grows up, and you're like, oh no, the loads are live now. You know what I mean? That's like got to be a real. Whoa! I've been fucking this kid for a while.
11. He was 11, and now it's 2020.
You know, shooting blanks.
Is he even 18 yet?
No.
He's not even 18 yet.
So he's like 16, and puberty's probably raging through him.
Yeah.
And now the ammo's live ammunition.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was a real wake-up call to this lady. Wow. Go ahead.
Once a 5th grade teacher, now behind bars with bond revoked. 34-year-old Laura Karen was taken into custody at a home on Orbit Drive Wednesday in Cape May Courthouse. Prosecutors allege she sexually assaulted a former student for several years and had his baby.
Do you know Miss Karen? There's nothing to see here. There's no one that wants to speak with you.
This unidentified man pulled up to the home while we were there. A short time later, another woman appeared from the home after we'd already left.
Can you pause it? They're just harassing this poor family who's like, our daughter had sex with a child, and now I have to go over to her house because she's like gonna get arrested and has had. I mean, we didn't know where the kid came from. Turns out it came from a child. They don't ask questions.
That was the thing. Was anybody in on this? All of a sudden, she has a kid.
I mean, that was clearly her father.
Yeah.
That was like, I just checking out my kid, and no one wants to talk to you. I mean, God, that poor fucking guy.
God damn.
And they're doing a lot with the sound effects here too.
What do you mean the sound effects?
Every transition has like a.
Oh well, that's just some guy in the booth boring.
Yeah.
That's what that.
Another one of these stories.
And then I'm surprised there's not suspenseful music like dong.
A laugh track. Yeah.
It was on the intro. There was a little bit of like strings on the intro.
Yeah,
It
it's
was,
like
dramatic.
Yeah.
Big story coming in today. I don't even know what market this is in, but
And it does those like bazinga noises. Awooga, moing.
You came outside. Please, I'm willing to talk to you. Authorities say the abuse began when the victim was 11 years old.
Good shot of
According to
the
criminal
police house.
complaint, a few years later, Karen gave birth to the victim's baby. Karen taught at Middle Township Elementary number 2,
That is depressing.
and the victim was once her
Really
student.
is.
Prosecutors say
There's
Karen and the
something
victim's
else.
family became
Artistic.
Can pick
friends.
another picture. It's like we get
The
it.
victim and his siblings staying overnight with Karen once or twice a week, but at some point they began living with Karen
wait,
permanently.
hold on. Go backwards.
Yeah.
Go backwards. I didn't pick up on that first.
Yeah,
I mean,
wait, what?
go ahead.
Became friends, leading to
Well,
the
go back
victim
even more.
and his siblings.
I need to hear the full context. Go back to the sad snowman so I can see this. There's for those listening at home, we often highlight the nonsense that they fill a story with, the shots you see. You said the picture, get a different picture for Christ's sake. But
Yeah,
then they're
please.
like, we're here at Middle Township. Ooh, this is a great shot. We're outside the sign with the sad snowman. And then they have like, we got to show the police house. Oh, police. It says it on the sign so they know we went there. All right, go ahead.
Was once her student. Prosecutors say Karen and the victim's family became friends, leading to the victim and his siblings staying overnight with Karen once or twice a week, but at some point they began living with Karen permanently. Investigators say the case came to light last month when the victim's father posted on social media saying Karen's 5-year-old child looked very similar to him and his son. Neighbors say the arrest with
So that means, well, I mean, 2020. It's 2025. I mean,
Oh, yeah, you're right.
2019, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I've lost that time too. But here's the thing: the father's like, "Hey, her new kid looks kind of like me a little bit."
So she didn't tell the guy.
Yeah, and also he's just like, "Hey, take my kids." They're living with her permanently.
Oh, I think the family was.
The whole family?
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, his family?
Yeah, the kid's family.
I thought it was just the kids
was living with the teacher.
With the teacher.
The whole damn family.
That's what I heard.
If I'm the dad, I'm like, she's fucking my son and not me.
Yeah, come on.
I would be pissed. I'm like, you're fucking a kid? I'm right here. It's my dick.
Yeah.
They appeared discreet. This woman said she saw multiple black SUVs but didn't realize they were police.
If it's true.
That's all.
And
I
that's
feel sorry
important.
for the people.
According to the prosecutor's office, the school district will have support services and counselors available for students, teachers, or families who may need that.
Oh, I loved when they bring in the counselors when something would happen. Oh, that
when
was
did
my
they do that for you?
favorite. For us, it was there was a couple times where like people died.
Yep.
There was like a kid who got hit by a car.
Yeah.
They brought him in for that. They brought him in for like there was a plane crash in the city, like in the town, like a passenger plane
wow.
crash, flight 3407. So that was like they brought in counselors for that. I wasn't in school then, but I was like, I remember that. Those types of things is all I'm saying.
There was a plane that crashed in the city.
Yeah. Well, in Clarence, New York, which is like a suburb.
Okay.
That I lived near. And it was like down the street. But, and then I had like, there was kids at our school who had family on there and stuff. But,
okay.
Anywho, so yeah, they'd bring in counselors for that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
They never brought them in for sex stuff. But I would love going to those counselors. Because then you're like, I'm going to go to class or I can just go to this counselor. And they'd be like, oh, do you want to talk about it? And you're like, not really.
Yeah. And you just get to wait there until
Just
class
chill
is over.
there. And they're like, well, if you want to open up. And I'm like, I'm just really distraught. The kid that got hit by the car, he was in my Spanish class.
What grade was this?
This is like high school, so like I think freshman year.
Okay.
And it sucks. He was at the like roller rink. I guess I'm aging. Who goes to a fucking roller rink? But it was like rollerblading was hot back then.
Oh yeah.
And he went to the roller rink and he had to cross a very, very major road, like a 4-lane highway. And he was just doing it out and about. And he got hit by like the rear view mirror of a car.
Oh my God.
And the guy was like, had like 2 glasses of wine at dinner, so he wasn't like drunk.
Oh no!
But then his life was over.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And so they had counselors for that, and I was like, the kid was in my Spanish class. I never talked to this kid or anything. Like we were not like close.
Yeah.
But I was like, I can't even
go to
take
class
Spanish today
anymore. Yeah, that's where he would sit.
Oh,
Michael, his name's George. That's what I meant.
Yeah, I think his name was Alvin.
Oh,
R.I.P. dude.
R.I.P.
I was
Alvin.
like, I just didn't want to go to Spanish class.
To the school district for comment, but did not hear back. Here in the community of Cape May Courthouse, Leland Pinder, Channel 6, Action News.
Yeah, Leland, you can have that job.
Yeah, that's all you.
You can have that job, pal. We have one from Jefferson Nally here, another TMZ article, the most reputable news source. This one isn't about...
Not this.
This one's good. You don't... I mean, you must hate these stories.
God damn. Well, actually, this isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
What do you talk about on your podcast?
Well, it's stuff like this.
Oh, okay.
But actually worse. So, yeah.
Well, I'll read it a little bit here.
Please.
So I doubt we have a video for this one. A man in Florida was arrested last month.
There is a little video.
Ooh, boy. All right. Well, it's a Florida man. Here we go. Let's see.
But it's a quick video.
All right, let's see. TMZ.
I've done this job my entire adult life. And occasionally you run across something that you go, come on, man, that really didn't happen. But it did. I mean, he even admitted it. And here's what happened. He said, well,
The timing on this guy.
I had just some sexual frustration. It was really stupid. It was a dumb thing to do.
Can you pause it for a second?
Donald Calloway, who's 50.
This is a cop presenting what's going on. Like giving like a press conference almost about the incident. And he's like, by the way, he's killing it.
It seems like he's on SNL right now, though. Like he's like doing a bit.
This is real? I was like, holy shit. This guy's like, the news must love this guy. That's why he has this whole setup. He's got the desk set up for the cameras.
Yeah, he was so excited to flip that headshot over.
Yeah.
He has the same curtains we use here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, have I got a story for you.
Donald Calloway, who's 53 from Lake Wells, admitted that.
He's like doing a desk piece.
Because he was trying to do
not the hand.
The wow thing with a horse. A mare.
This guy's better at podcasting than me, I'll tell you.
Yeah, he's crushing.
She said, nay.
No, come on.
Oh, come on, dude.
No, sir, I don't like it.
We tried to interview the horse.
Come on.
Someone put that in there. That's not part of the official news report. But is this for real? Is this guy real, or are we getting hoaxed right now?
Maybe it's for TMZ. Maybe he's like, I'm going to play it up.
Oh, maybe he's like a TMZ guy, you're saying.
Yeah.
He's like a little cop for TMZ.
Yeah.
Like an old sheriff with a lot. Like Harvey Levin was in the local news game for quite some time, so he probably knows the little characters. He's like, I'm going to hire this guy to be. So we're getting duped. I thought this was like the local sheriff.
Yeah, I did too.
And he's having the time of his fucking life.
Give him a raise.
I mean, that guy was killing it though. Good job. I mean, now that I find out it's real, like it's not real, it's like an actual bit or whatever. It's like part of this TMZ world. I don't like it anymore.
Though, I look at this picture of that guy and I go, yeah, that would be the guy to be trying to fuck a horse.
You don't think he's handsome? He's got a lot of hair.
Not only a horse,
Yeah.
but the horse's nose.
Yeah, let's see what, let's read this article here. The witness, let's say. Cops say an unnamed witness told them she saw a man masturbating next to the head of a 28-year-old horse named Raven. At least the horse is of age.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
This witness also alleged the man was tapping his member against the horse's nose and claims he attempted to insert it into the nostril. That's not as weird as we're all going to sit here and pretend it is. I mean, if you're going to...
Like, it sucks, but it's not...
No, I mean, like, in the scope of fucking a horse.
Right. You would think that he would go for the
thing
butthole
that's right
or
by
the
the
pussy.
mouth and the giant teeth. Like,
I'm talking wet holes.
Terrible.
Though, dude. I mean, it's the smallest of the wet holes. What is he going to fuck its ass?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's big.
You get kicked.
I guess you're right. You know what? You guys are right.
You get really messed up.
You guys put some thought into this.
And it's filled with shit. His ass. I mean, it's not like the horse prepped.
Hey, you don't know.
It's not like the horse prepped, though, is all I'm saying. This is a animal. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you're right.
Yeah, I stand with the horse.
You'd rather it fuck If you're the horse, you'd rather get fucked in your horse ass?
Nostril, dude? Come on, man.
I'm just saying it probably, for this guy who was sexually frustrated, the nostril was more appealing.
Now, hold on. Can I say something? There was a story similar to this a couple of months ago in like Argentina. A guy was like trying to fuck some cows or something.
Sure.
And
I remember this.
Do you remember this? And it was the same, like an ox. I don't know, but it was the same kind of thing where the guy was like, I was just so sexually frustrated.
Right.
Now, why don't you just jack off?
I don't know.
What?
Maybe it's not enough anymore.
Maybe.
Buy a fleshlight, pal.
Please.
Let me introduce you to the auto blow.
In my life, have I never been horny enough to go, you know what? Is there an animal I can go fuck?
Can you imagine? I could never, in my wildest dreams, imagine being like, I need to fuck something. Even like these people who fuck like things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like fruits or like
fruits, like the pie thing from American Pie. People were like saw that and they're like, that's actually pretty genius.
It's pretty wild. Yeah.
I mean, whatever. People are just fucking objects out there. I see people fucking. We hear about people fucking cars and stuff like that. It's like, I mean, I'm still somewhat a horny guy, and I will never, even in my life, was like, I'll just jerk off. Exactly. That was like, why don't they just jerk off?
You go, I'll watch some porn, jerk off.
Yeah, and then it's gone. And then you're like, can you believe it? I almost fucked a horse.
Come on.
So crazy.
Where do you even fuck? And then the other thing is like, where do you live next to a horse? Where do you go find
Well, that's the thing. I think these people also, it's kind of like one of these things where it's like, I wonder back in the day, in the ancient times, when people were on farms and they were, in the fields, how often were they fucking like sheep and shit back then?
Such a good
when
question.
there wasn't women around, nor porn. But back then, I mean, you see one set of tits and you were like, oh my, can you believe it?
Still immediately, you don't see women around and you don't immediately go to, well, that's a sheep. I guess I could fuck that.
I don't know. I don't understand it. Cops say they received a video of this witness which shows exactly what she described to them. What the hell's that?
He does have a lot of hair, you're right.
Calloway touching. He's got great hair. I'm jealous.
He does.
It's wasted on this guy.
I know,
cows
it is.
And shit. I'm trying to fuck women, all right?
Yeah.
And I can't have this hair?
Yeah.
Thanks, God.
Yeah.
Officers say the video doesn't actually show Calloway, so this may be not out there. It doesn't actually show him inserting his penis, but they add his actions and movements make it seem like he's certainly trying to. Well, yeah, I don't think there's any other reason to be slapping a horse on the nose with your cock. Then you're trying to get your dick sucked by it or something.
Who found him?
They were saying, I mean, people saw him doing it. That's crazy. Usually, you know how I found this out from Kurt Metzger. Usually the way you find out if your animals are getting fucked is you flip the bucket in the barn over and it has feet print on it.
Because they have to stand on the bucket to get to the...
Yeah, it's the first thing they check.
The horse pussy or something.
Exactly.
They're so tall.
Yes, they're very tall. The pussy's very high.
Is that really what? That's the giveaway?
It's a telltale sign. If the bucket's flipped over already, it's already like that. But then if you flip it over and it's got some boot prints on it.
And some semen.
Well, maybe even
No,
that.
it's like, yeah, they're probably just... You're not pulling out if you're going to fuck a horse.
I remember you ever see that Mr. Hands thing? Everyone saw that.
Did I ever see it, Josh?
I mean, we all saw it, right? We're of the age.
Absolutely.
Exactly. It was a monoculture moment.
It is what formed me. It was one of my first memories, honestly.
You know, it's funny you say that because I was in college at the time. I remember I played it in a dorm room for a guy. Like, we were at a party drinking, and I'm like, yeah, I see Mr. Hands. And they're like, no, what's that? And I pull it up on the old computer there in the dorm room. And I remember a kid like years later came up to me and goes, remember when you showed us that like horse video? And I was like, yeah, that was funny, right? And he goes, I've never been the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really traumatized that.
And the thing, you were in college when that came out. I was in late middle school, maybe freshman year of high school, which is really young.
Right.
And that was around the same time. It was like that, the Pain Olympics, 2 girls, 1 cup.
Yep.
One
really
guy,
gonzo.
1 jar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the classics. And that was
Tub Girl.
Tub Girl. I was talking about her the other day.
Tub Girl.
These are the things I think about. I mean, I've never stopped thinking about them.
Yeah, I mean, we had also, it was like Rotten.com.
Oh,
huge.
God, yeah.
I mean, these is like early internet stuff.
And I had like my family computer, so I was looking at this stuff like on
I'm in the den of my home.
Yeah, with my mom upstairs making dinner.
Yeah, I watched porn in the den of my house constantly, and my mom and dad had no idea how the computer worked.
Yeah.
They were like cavemen with the computer. My mom didn't even know how to turn it on. And then like they got a little more savvy as time went on, and my mom I wasn't even hiding shit. I'm like saving shit on the desktop.
You're like, she'll never find this.
Yeah. I didn't care. I wasn't even code labeling it.
Yeah, you're not. It's just big tits.
Lesbian porn folder. I was like,
tight pussy woman fucks student.
Yeah.
And that, yeah.
And then my mom, like one day she's like just trying to send a fucking email or something, and she finds it. And I was like, I like made it like it was her fault. I go,
Mom, you must be looking this up.
You clicked in the wrong spot.
And they're so easy to gaslight too.
Oh yeah, I gaslit the hell out of it. And I was like, maybe Dad's doing it. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. You gotta blame your dad.
But I could on the like, you find the search history. I would go clean mine out after a little while. But my dad didn't know that shit saves.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I know I found my dad typed in like boobs one time, which is so innocent and hilarious.
Yeah, it is. He just wanted to see some boobs.
He goes, can this do that?
I remember finding my dad's stuff on the computer. Like,
what did your dad have?
He just had like he would like look up pictures of like just naked women, just like hustler pictures.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah, like old like girl on car.
Legitimately. I mean, he was like reposting that on Facebook a couple of years ago. It was like girls in bikinis.
Oh my God, I've seen you post those.
Like
on your thing.
Leaning
That's
on classic
so fucking
cars.
Funny.
Oh my God. And all of him and his like old fucking friends would come, his boomer ass friend. Nice, dude. Yeah. wonder what her motor sounds like. Vroom, vroom.
That's kind of cute though. I don't know, isn't it? I think that's kind of adorable. They're all just like, oh, good find, man. Do you think that's what they did when they came over to each other's garage and they had a poster of a girl? They're like, bro, great poster, dude.
That's right. And then they all sit around and jack off together. Yeah. Yeah. Man.
I think it's cute.
You're
Flip
right.
over that bucket. Take a look.
Flip over the bucket.
You would say that. You would say
Real
that, Lee.
high pussy there. You got to get it on the bucket there.
Yeah.
Well, Gabby, I appreciate you being here so much. That was very fun.
Oh, are we done?
Yeah, it's the end,
Okay. Look at that guy. I don't like looking at him anymore.
He's got great fucking hair, though, don't you think?
I do think. No, and you're right. You're right.
I'm jealous. God. Wasted on all the cow fuckers and horrible people. Please, again, plug everything you want. Tell them where they can find you while you're shadow banned.
You can find me on Instagram, on all of the other things, at Gabby Lamb. You can find me on OnlyFans. Please subscribe. I need the money. At Gabby Lamb.
Hell yeah.
And what's the name of your podcast, Gabby?
Oh, yeah, I have a podcast, Lee. Tea Time. The podcast is called Tea Time with Gabby Lamb and Harper Rose Drummond.
Hooray! I appreciate y'all sending things in. Thank you for sending the articles, the videos. I appreciate it. JoshPotterShow@gmail.com. I hope you send in more. I am ragingly hungover, and I think we did a good job today.
Look at that.
I think we did for all my hangover shows, might be the best one. Thank you, Gabby. You made it the best. And I hope you rate, review, and subscribe and all that horse shit. And
don't say horse.
Oops. Getting the booth boys turned on over here. Alex, thank you for everything, pal.
Thank you, guys. Love you, Roaches. Josh, I love you. You're the best.
Thank you,
for
buddy.
this job.
Make sure you tell them that so they don't think I'm driving all these fucking producers. I just like my 12th producer.
No, man, you're a dream. I love this show. I love the Roaches. Thank you for having me, man.
Thank you for being here, pal. And thank you to Alex and Lee as well. Alex H. We have two Alexes. And thank you to Brian and everybody else. And thank you to the Comedy Store. And we will see you next time on the Josh Potter Show.
Coming to 11 direct with the Roach. We shotgun the beers, I got time for a toast. It's the only place I get my sports like for real, son. He taught us nobody's more sus than Russell Wilson.
Here's the deal, son. Won't find us in Walmart. Josh Potter, keep it frank, kinda like a ballpark. It wasn't nothing talking all that jism. Turns out there's a lot of semen terrorism.
Now it's time we hit 'em. Bringing Votto to the plate. Roachy, your wards with Chase O'Donnell the Great. Let me stop for a second, cause it's Ask Marty time. Cause it's idiocy, you know I cannot abide.
Not a fan of these guys, gonna damage the rise. Worse than the host known as the Roach. Leave an idiot woman standing on the side or looking like she just tripped into a moat.
I'ma kill this Henny beat like murder. Been in more studios than most have ever heard of. Pleased to be listening, hit that like and subscribe. So many Bills hats got the mafia vibe.
A lot to describe like a Roach reporter. Teacher on OF, don't report her. Trying to live life with my mannequin wife and my mannequin kids if that's my mannequin right.
Been a fan of this guy since a Roach Motel. Couple 100 weeks in, still funny as hell. From the tit cups to back sis and blind eyes, Potter has one of the best shows of all time.
Now watch this drive. Pop a couple tall cans with the Roach King and caught the vibe. Ready to pour more, scurry out the floorboards, hit like, comment, and subscribe.